get those stats books out for the closest ever finishes in the Supersport World Championship. We start lap number 16 and there is nothing to choose between our lead quintet. Less than a second covering your top five. Jules Cluzel and Manuel Gonzalez also within 1.3 seconds of the leader. It's Aegter out in front, less than a tenth ahead of Raffaele De Rosa at the start of lap 16. 3 to go and nothing to choose between them. Here we go then. We'll see if anyone can make the move at this stage. Still Aegter, still De Rosa, still Odendal. Oertel, who's led for much of this race, could he find himself in the same position as yesterday where he's a comfortable race leader, but then once everyone else kicks on, he's not quite able to match them. That's certainly what we saw between him and Odendal yesterday. Yeah, it was always tricky here in Estoril, but you can see for Odendal now, is he going to be close enough into 6? In towards turn 6, Stephen Odendal looks for the inside, so does Raffaele De Rosa. Oh, he's going to bump Aegter out of the way. That was aggressive stuff for the number 3 Kawasaki. Running wide further back, I think that was Philipp Oertel, who's lost a couple of places there. So through comes Luca Bernardi into 4th position. Jules Cluzel up into 5th, and this is going disastrously wrong for Philipp Oertel. Meanwhile, the other Kawasaki up at the front of the field, Raffaele De Rosa, a couple of twitches as he came through the right-hander at turn 7, but De Rosa's got it under control. Down goes Raffaele De Rosa for the lead going into turn number 9. De Rosa is out of the front-running positions, and his wait for a first-race victory in the Supersport World Championship will continue. So unfortunate for Rafa De Rosa. He did what he had to do to give himself an opportunity, but we've got 2 laps left in this one. Luca Bernardi now up into the podium spots as well on the 29 machine. He's done a really good job over the last couple of laps to just put himself into those positions to attack. And certainly into the final lap, he might well be able to even attack Stephen Odendal. Here we go then into lap number 17, the penultimate lap of this race, as Philipp Oertel looks for a move on Jules Cluzel, trying to recover. We've seen one Kawasaki go out. Oertel is very aggressive there because he's going to get through on Bernardi and Cluzel. So Cluzel making the move on Bernardi in all of that. Welcome to the Supersport World Championship, Luca Bernardi. But I tell you what, he's giving just as good as he gets. He's back through on Cluzel for 4th position. The number 16 tries to ghost a move down the inside, but Bernardi's got it covered, and then Manuel Gonzalez pops through on Jules Cluzel. This is going from bad to worse for the GMT 94 outfit. Yeah, at the front of the field though for the Tenkate Yamaha of Dominic Aegter, it's a very different challenge for Stephen Odendal. He's up against a rider on the same bike as opposed to yesterday when I was up against the different strengths of the Kawasaki. Let's see if Odendal can make the move into 6. Odendal's got it done before turn 6, coming off turn 5. The problem for him is he's stuck on the outside line, and Aegter breezes back through to recover the race lead. Dominic Aegter in front. Stephen Odendal, unbeaten in 2021 so far, has played the perfect strategic hand in the opening 3 races of this season, keeping his powder dry when he needed to here yesterday before striking in the closing stages, and he looks set to do exactly the same to Dominic Aegter here. He looks faster than him at this stage of the race. Bernardi again with a late move down the inside into turn number 9. That's good enough to come through on Philipp Oertel. So Bernardi riding really strongly here. Entertaining stuff from Bernardi, who looks set for his first podium position in Supersport. Yeah, Luca Bernardi on the 29, he looks so impressive, and he's looked really good all the way through the opening 2 rounds of the year, and certainly looks good value for that podium as well if he's able to hold on to it. 4th from race 1 in Aragon, but inherited to some extent the top 2 in the race, wiping one another out. This is certainly on merit and on pure performance from Luca Bernardi, who sits up in 3rd. Still very little between your top 6, just over a second as we start the final lap. Aegter on the inside, Odendal on the outside, dicing it out once again for top spot. Odendal with the cutback. Bernardi's on a charge here as well. Someone's run wide out of that lead 6. It's Jules Cluzel from 5th position, and this race has really not gone well at all for Jules Cluzel. The hand raised there by Stephen Odendal. Wonder whether he might be suffering from a mechanical problem. He's dropped to the back of that lead group now in 5th. He's looking over his shoulder. Stephen Odendal, the championship leader, is slowing, and this is a massive opportunity now for Dominic Aegter to pull back potentially 25 championship points on the series lead. Yeah, the big thing now for Odendal is trying to still finish inside the top 15. There was a gap of about 21 seconds to the end of the points paying positions, so if he's able to keep that bike rolling, he's got a chance, but it's going to be tough for him. He's already dropped behind Chan on Chu, but sitting in 7th position, so if Odendal can continue to roll around towards the end of the lap, he might be able to salvage something. Remember, the gap was 31 points to Dominic Aegter coming into this race. If Aegter picks up the 25, that is going to be slashed quite dramatically, because it would be a major shock if Odendal can reach the finish, frankly, the way he has slowed so dramatically. We're coming through turn number 9, and what a dramatic race it has been. It's Philipp Oertel still trying to defend 3rd position. Manuel Gonzalez on for his best ever result in this class in his second season in the Supersport World Championship, and very much in contention for a place on the podium if he can get the run through the final 2 turns. It looks as though Dominic Aegter is going to do enough. 3 wins in succession for Stephen Odendal, but with a mechanical retirement, that ends here, and Dominic Aegter slashes the advantage at the top of the table with his first victory in Supersport in only his 4th race in this World Championship. Second over the line going to Luca Bernardi. What a stunning performance from the World Supersport debutant in 2021. Close over the line further back down the order as Nicky Tooley gets the better of Randy Krummenacker for 8th position. Mark Alcoba rounds out your top 10. Stephen Odendal still trying to keep the bike going around the final couple of turns. We'll see if he can hold on for 15th position. He's currently down in 15th, and no, Odendal will peel into the pit lane. He's already been passed by the likes of Frossard, Fellini and Pizzoli. So it is game over. It is a retirement, and it is a non-score for the championship leader, Stephen Odendal. And if you thought the championship was looking like it was going one way only after the 3rd race of the season, after the 4th, it's game on.
Yeah, and certainly for Dominic Aegter, well-deserved race win there as well. Judged that to perfection all the way through. He was aggressive when he had to beat a bridge a gap and able to pick up that race victory. For Aegter, his talent's not in question. He's a former Moto2 Grand Prix winner. But for that Tenkate team, this one's going to mean an awful lot for them, considering everything that team's been through over the last few years.
And what about a fantastic performance from Luca Bernardi as well? He was so incisive with those overtaking manoeuvres. I don't think we've seen anyone show as much bottle and as much bravery into turn 9 as Luca Bernardi. Dominic Aegter making a symbolic gesture for Switzerland, and no doubt that's a reference and a mark of respect for the events of today and yesterday.
Yeah, for Dominic Aegter, of course, Swiss rider, and just paying his respects there to Jason Dupasquier. But for Aegter and his Tenkate team, this one's going to mean so much for him. You can see the disappointment there for Stephen Odendal.